will be. It all unfolds and moves like the wings of a bird taking flight. It all unfolds and moves like a spark returning to flame. It all unfolds, spreading out in all directions. Ooh. In the beginningness, in the time before time begins. In the beginningness, in the rest before movement begins. In the beginningness, in the space where nothing but Elohim is, was, and will be. It all unfolds. From this center, everything goes toward its purpose, moving together. It all unfolds, and yet with its own kernel of ecstasy, only known to the Holy One, only known to the Holy One. In the beginningness, in the time before time begins. In the beginningness, in the rest before movement begins. In the beginningness, in the space where nothing but Elohim is, was, and will be.
In the beginningness, in the time before time begins, in the rest before movement begins, when the God family creates the heavens and the earth is a watery, formless void, and darkness covers the face of the deep. Life as we know it at this moment of creation flows between existence and non-existence, like the state we experience just before sleep and just upon awakening. The life breath of the Holy One, the wind, sweeps over the face of the waters, in and out, back and forth, amidst the primordial flow. Then the God family resounds, "Let there be light," and there is light. The light of consciousness was, is, and will be being now. And they see that the light is good, the time is ripe. From this cloud where the light of knowing and the dark of unknowing mix, the God family separates the light from the darkness.
I am day. The God family creates me to accompany and transform the darkness. I come into being on the first morning.
I am night. I have been alone, and now I partner with the day. I begin at the end of the first day, and each day.
And there is evening, and there is morning, the first day.
Good morning on this second day. I am the sky, the atmosphere of floating water, of clouds and gases that surround your earth, sheltering you from the destructive elements of the sun and recycling your waters again and again.
I am earth. The God family brings me up from under the sea and dries me out and calls me the earth.
We are the seas. We have been the waters that cover the earth. And now the God family gathers us around the new land and calls us the seas. Together with earth, the God family calls us good. The time is ripe.
Then the God family dresses me in bushes, flowers, clover, fruit trees of every kind, and each plant produces seeds and makes more plants. I look good. The God family says we are good. The time is ripe.
And there is evening, and there is morning, the second day.
I am the moon. We are the stars. Together we light up the night and remind the earth of what lies well beyond the sky.
I am the sun, and I activate all the green growing of the earth. I swing earth around me every year, and earth spins so that earth and seas can take in my growing magic. I am loud and bright, and blow away the stars, and the shine of the moon shall reflect upon me. In the shadows of night, you can see me reflected as the moon off the other planets. The God family says it is good. The time is ripe.
And there is evening, and there is morning, the third day.
On the fourth day, we become home to an abundance of living creatures and the origin of many more to live on the earth. Fish begin to swim, birds begin to fly, and they multiply in my seas and on the earth, swarming in their abundance.
The time is ripe, and there is evening, and there is morning, the fourth day.
On the fifth day, the God family fills me up with all kinds of living creatures that can eat my plants. Cows, sheep, frogs, snakes, groundhogs, wild boar, crawling bugs, flying insects, creeping things, and lions, tigers, bears, and more. They say that it is good. The time is ripe.
And there is evening, and there is morning, the fifth day.
Then the God family makes us like themselves, according to their likeness. They give us dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. The God family creates us in their image, male and female. They bless us and ask us to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and care for its harmony and well-being, watching over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. The God family tells us that they give us every plant-yielding seed that is upon the face of all the earth. To every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that has the breath of life, the God family gives every green plant for food. The God family sees everything that they make, and indeed, it is very good, and the time is ripe.
And there is evening, and there is morning, the sixth day.
The God family rests on the seventh day. They make that day holy and bless it and model how we are to rest from our work. The God family sees everything that they make, and indeed, it is very good, and the time is ripe.